Okay, so this is going to be a quick explanation of the drone and all the stuff that comes with it and the stuff that doesn't come with it. This is the hard shell backpack case. Nice backpack, good padding. It's great for portability, but it requires that you take a few pieces off to be able to store the drone. I got this because it's much lighter weight than the big suitcases. Open it up, you set it down, and pop it open. Now this drone, when you buy it, comes with one battery, the controller, and the aircraft, and nothing else. So if you want this setup, you're going to have to buy an iPad mini. I've got 2 extra batteries, and of course the backpack case itself. So that's what you're going to need for a basic setup. I bought the mini. It's an Apple iPad mini 2, bought it off eBay for 300 bucks. Works great. This is the controller. The controller has a nice little caddy right here. We're going to release it and put our iPad on it. This becomes our operation display. There's a little USB cable we're going to hook up here, plug into the controller on the bottom, and now the controller is mostly ready to go. Next step is the drone. This is called the Phantom 3 Professional. First step is always remove the gimbal lock. That protects the camera in transit. This is a 4K digital camera. It does video and audio. It records to an onboard SD card. You can use up to 64 gig SD card. The propellers are off right now. They're very easy to install. There's 2 hubs for silver, 2 hubs for black, because they spin in opposite directions. So you want to match the colors to the hub that you want. We're going to take these, we're going to spin them on. These propellers are self-tightening, so you don't have to tighten them down any more than finger tight. See, that's all I have to do. We take a battery. The batteries are special. They're built only for this. They're 150 bucks a pop. You only get about 20 minutes of flight time per battery, so I'd say buy a couple extra if you want to spend some time doing this. We snap the battery in. And the last thing is, I bought a lanyard. Lanyard is an easy way to hold the remote. That way the remote hangs around your neck and you don't have to constantly hold it when you're flying for long times. Makes it easier to keep your arms and hands from getting tired. Now, we're going to go ahead and start this up. So the thing we do is we find a place where it's flat and there's no concrete with iron in it. You want concrete is fine, but the iron will mess up the internal compass. You've got to be careful about where you take off. We're going to try right here. First thing to do is turn on the remote. Turn on the iPad. You won't be able to see the iPad screen in this video, but that's fine. We're going to launch the app. There's an iPad app for this thing. It's really remarkable. Then we're going to turn on the drone. Now we're going to go back in the shade. Welcome to Florida. Okay. Go ahead and shoot on the drone for me. There you go. Now we got to set our shutter speed here. You and I were playing with it before and now it's way off. Okay, so now the drone right now is looking for its GPS signals. So the app is telling me it's safe to fly, but in non-GPS mode. So we're waiting for it to go green. Now it says it's green, safe to fly. It's also recorded its home point, which means if we lose signal, this thing's going to automatically fly and return and land right back here. So the next step is in the app. I'm going to go through a few pre-flight things that I do. I make sure all my settings are correct. I check my batteries. And then I always set the return to home feature. I always set the height that I want it to return to home, because you want it to climb over any obstacles if it's going to have to return on its own. So we're going to do that and check out that. Okay, and so all that's done. So now I'm ready to fly. I'm going to start the motors with the control sticks. Now the motors are what they call idle mode. So they're hot, they're running, but they're not enough to fly. So now we're just going to take off, and the first thing we do when we take off is just make sure it hovers and the aircraft's stable. So we're going to give it a little vertical. Everything looks good. It's hovering nicely, even with a little bit of breeze here. Now the fun thing is it stays, so I can just let go of the sticks. I can rotate this way, point the camera at us, turn around, go the other way. I can climb, I can descend, and then the fun part is I can go left and right. I can go forward, I can go backward. And anytime I want to stop, I just let go of the sticks, and this thing just sits and hovers. So we're going to take off and do a little bit of a fast run here. We're going to go clear across this field, and then come back. Now it's going out. It's doing about 31 miles an hour right now. So I'm going to stop, I'm going to turn around, and then I'm going to whiz back here. And here it comes. Let go of the sticks, and it just stops and hovers. So at this point now you're sitting with a hovering vehicle that's got a 4K video recorder and 12 megapixel digital camera. And that's what's so cool, is you can take this thing and climb up to 300 feet in the air and do this exact same hover. And then you can look around, you can see different things on the screen, take pictures that you like, play with the camera settings, and have all kinds of fun. So it's a lot of fun to fly. It's extremely easy to fly. I'm going to bring it back in here for a landing. Oh, that was impressive. Even I'm impressed by that one. And that's it. That's the Phantom 3 Professional.